This week in spaceflight, Blue Origin's New Glenn explodes in a spectacular fireball. The FAA grounds SpaceX due to a Flight 12 mishap. And Amazon LEO faces troubles getting their satellites into orbit. Right now is a very chaotic moment in spaceflight, and many are wondering what these troubles could mean down the line. Without further ado, this is Frontier Space, and welcome to your weekly recap. On May 28th, 9 p.m. Eastern, Blue Origin was conducting a static hot fire test of the New Glenn booster. Shortly after ignition, a fireball was seen engulfing the lower half of the rocket, before a second, much more powerful explosion destroyed the vehicle in a spectacular fireball. In the aftermath, it was revealed that there was extensive damages of the launch pad and surrounding launch equipment. The launch erector, which is the vehicle that transports the rocket to the pad and elevates it into position for the launch, was completely destroyed, along with a 600-foot lightning tower that is seen collapsed in the aftermath footage. Significant damage was also seen on the other lightning tower, where supports on a corner and the lower half were severely damaged. Major structural damages to the pad also likely damaged the sound suppression system and the water deluge system. It took around 5 years for Blue Origin to renovate Launch Complex 36 from the ground up, and it will likely take over a year for them to repair it to a state where New Glenn can launch again. Just 2 days before this, on May 26th, Blue Origin, alongside companies like Astrolab and Lunar Outpost, were awarded contracts to build payloads to be delivered to the lunar surface in preparation of future Artemis and moon-based missions. The first payload mission was targeted to fly no earlier than fall 2026, and with New Glenn out of the picture for the next 12 to 18 months, this puts NASA in a really difficult spot for getting these payloads to the moon. It's not just NASA that is worried though. Amazon LEO, who is in partnership with Blue Origin, has been awaiting launch capability on the New Glenn for its satellite constellation. Amazon only has about 300 satellites in orbit, and the FCC says that in order to keep their license, Amazon must have about 1,600 in low Earth orbit by July 30th of this year. Amazon has been launching with the United Launch Alliance using the Atlas V rocket, but this is only temporary as ULA only has one Atlas V left for Amazon to use. And their new Vulcan rocket has been grounded due to nozzle burn-through issues. Pivoting from Blue Origin, SpaceX has also had issues with their heavy launch vehicle Starship during its 12th test flight on May 22nd. During the ascent, one Raptor engine failed on the booster stage. Later, after stage separation, the booster failed to relight more of its Raptor 3 engines for the boost back return to Earth. As the booster stage re-entered the atmosphere, it further failed to relight its Raptor engines, resulting in a very hard landing in the Gulf. It wasn't all a failure though. The second stage did lose a vacuum Raptor during its ascent to orbit, but due to its engine-out capabilities, it was still able to reach its correct orbital trajectory. Here, it successfully deployed multiple test satellites before re-entering the atmosphere for a controlled soft landing in the Indian Ocean. After the mission on May 27th, the FAA declared the 12th test flight a mishap and grounded the vehicle pending a SpaceX-led investigation. It is not all doom and gloom, as Starship has a history of these FAA groundings, and I'm sure SpaceX will be ready for Flight 13 in no time. And finally, today, June 1st, SpaceX was awarded a massive $4.16 billion contract from the US Space Force to build the Golden Dome satellite network. This satellite constellation will give the Space Force better ability to track military spacecraft and hypersonic missile launches globally. While SpaceX still has trouble with Starship, they have had no trouble with commercial Falcon 9 launches, as this vehicle remains the workhorse of the industry after completing over 50 successful missions so far this year. In summary, industry titans Blue Origin and SpaceX face troubles with their heavy lift vehicles that leave future moon missions in jeopardy, while Amazon LEO struggles to stay afloat amidst the chaos. Falcon 9 is still the king for commercial launches, earning SpaceX a massive defense contract for the Golden Dome project. Thanks for watching Frontier Space.